2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight and as the
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Here we go. We've got Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis, and it's Richardson in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now here's Doncic from deep. The rebound by Giles. Powell, no one around him. No good with the wing jumper.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Richardson kicks to Doncic. Step back shot. Count that one. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court.
Good.
I mean, you literally want to dislike your opponent.
And Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And Covington sends it back. It's 2-on-1. Here's Nurkic. Can't connect from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket by Lillard.
Now, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Lillard against Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shoots over Powell. 3 on the clock. Here's Cauley-Stein. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
Powell with it. Pass to Nurkic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Lillard finds Powell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Doncic. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer from outside the arc. Doncic, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Lillard misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
From deep 3-point range. And it's Portland with the rebound. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And here we go. Here's the teardrop. Porzingis with the block.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Powell dishes to Lillard. From deep. And And it's Lillard again missing.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Hardaway Jr. with a show of strength, who got to the inside there and then converted through the contact.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's McCollum. Anthony. And staying with the play, Anthony.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Hardaway against Anthony. Here's Hardaway. Right wing. Here's Powell. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll get things. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. No good on that one. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now, Redick following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Tipped away. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Redick. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
McCollum outside. Pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Jones against Redick. Back to Marjanovic. That one no good. Excellent D from Kanter. And McCollum puts up a deep three. Up again. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now Brunson. And McCollum with the block. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Anthony. Powell pulls it in. Moves back up. Kanter trying to free himself up. Kicks it out to McCollum. Fires from deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Now, here's Doncic. Fires for three. Porzingis finds Doncic. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Good on the three-point shot.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there. And he usually starts the game that way. So this could be a long night.
Lillard from outside. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Trains the three-pointer.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Lillard misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. Again, the Mavericks score.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lillard looking around. And it's Lillard again missing.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Porzingis kicks to Cauley Stein. Hardaway for 3.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Richardson in at the 2-guard spot.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's Porzingis. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Here's Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass. 9 points for Luka Doncic.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Lillard. Following the score by Josh Richardson. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Covington into the lane. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
Lillard the pass to Giles. Powell against Richardson. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And here is Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to Porzingis. Takes it from 10. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Powell. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
1:22 left to play here in the third. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Powell. 7 points in the game. Over in the corner to Lillard. Powell against Richardson. Here's Covington. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Down low, Collins. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brunson against McCollum. Right side Reddick. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Up top, Marjanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Reddick with the 3. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anfernee Simons. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's McCollum in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McCollum with the ball.
you're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Finney Smith can't get it to go.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Stolen by Cantor. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. High foul comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's McCollum. Wide open look. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space. And CJ cashes in.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Trailblazers trail by 10. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lobs it up for Cantor.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And there's the pass to Finney Smith. Cantor against Marjanovic. Pass to Brunson. He dishes it to Powell. And the layup falls. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Redick finds Brunson. Shoots the three, and that's good. J.J. Redick for three. And the Mavericks lead by 13. McCollum outside. But they recover it. Outside Anthony. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Launches a three. And McCollum is good for three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Lillard's checked in for Jones. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Lillard. And McCollum puts up a deep three. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Richardson gets a wide open look. The quick look no good that time. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. From deep three-point range, here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Collins. The three from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Lillard way outside. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Now Doncic. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And he trims the lead to single digits.
Gotta like watching Lillard pull right up on the defense. Outstanding at catching him off guard.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. players for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot them for a very high percentage.
And a deep three from Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now Ibaka, after Robert Covington missed from long range. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Jones. Passes it to Covington. Over in the corner, Lillard. Fires the 3. Hollis-Jefferson. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. George, and he converts the layup.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Lillard with it. Shoots from the line with the tip. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson from long range. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's good from long range. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now, here is George. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's George. The tray. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
The pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And George, here we go. Trying to get open is Ibaka.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Back to Rondo. The shot's good.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
And here's McCollum for three. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Back to the action after this word.
I know that when the main guy usually decides to move on,
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's man in at the 3 slot. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Now here's Kennard. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the triple. McCollum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Beverley looking around. Pass to man.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the basket by McCollum.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 11. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
And here are the Trailblazers. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Cousins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. McCollum, no good. Clippers trail by 14. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. No coverage that time. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Passes it to Anthony. Shoots from 12. The putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rondo kicks to George. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. George has got 10 points in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Lillard against Rondo. Cantor, and Cantor able to finish. 6 points for him.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Rondo scanning the floor. High post to Baca. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And a deep three from Lillard. Here's Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Lets it go with a three. They get it back. From past the arc. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance three is buried. And the Trailblazers lead by 18. Here's Rondo. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Lillard against Rondo. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Good on the bucket. 6 points for Rajon Rondo.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Rondo against Lillard. Three seconds left, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got 8.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your take. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
We've got Anthony. Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And here's George for 3. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Lillard surveying the D. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 13 points.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
The deep 3 from George. And it's George again missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Nobody near Leonard. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jackson against Lillard. Here's Cantor. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Jackson with it. Now Anthony defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
The first free throw is good. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. McCollum against Jackson. Pass to Nurkic. He kicks to Powell. Beyond the arc. The Trailblazers rebound.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Here's Mann. And the Clippers miss again. Portland leading by 21. Foul for three. And the rejection by Zubats. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Kennard's shot is off. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
A three-pointer off the mark.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
McCollum, no good. Clippers trail by 21. This one for 3. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Jackson. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Kennard against Powell. Here's Little. Tries again. Powell kicks to McCollum. A 3-ball. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 11 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's McCollum. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's on Rajon Rondo. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And he makes all 3.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the fast break pull-up. Trailblazers leading by 21. Here's Hollis Jefferson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard for 3. Drills it from outside.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
There's the pass to Simons. It's stolen by Ibaka. Kennard on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Los Angeles, Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Cullen passes to Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's McCollum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
George, with no one around, drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 22 is their biggest lead. Jackson finds George, and it's in there. And that's now 19 points for Paul George.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. The dish to Cantor. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's George. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. McCollum dishes to Powell. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. McCollum passes to Powell. No good from outside.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Zach Collins. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard from deep three-point land. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 10. Dishes it to Leonard. And it's sent back by Lillard.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Lillard.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard outside. Launches it.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Tips it up, and Leonard stays with it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? From deep three-point range, misses. So the Trailblazers win it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. Out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Anthony. And it's Covington in at the three. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Now Lillard. Over Jokic, and Lillard gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
For three, Murray, and Jones pulls it down. Lillard with no one around, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
The Nuggets with another miss.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4 for 4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Covington with the steal. Lillard with it. Out guarded by Murray. From deep. Lillard misses. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver with the ball. It's a 5-point game. For 3, Murray. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Covington passes to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. And Porter, here we go. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard, the pass to Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Good on the shot. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get...
Oh, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow.
Barton against Jones. Murray, the pass to Barton. And that one, good. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Lillard outside. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Nuggets trail by 7. Moving it up. The finish. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Porter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Back to Morris. Now, here's Collins. And here's McCollum. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with...
Venom.
Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, We've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Morris outside. And here's Green outside. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And a deep three from Lillard. That three off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 12. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Denver's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Rivers with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Lillard outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 17 now.
His three-point game is heating up. That's his second 3 of the quarter, 3rd overall.
Campazzo tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Portland leading by 14. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Lillard from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. On the wing, Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Portland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Lillard way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 20.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Green kicks to Morris. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Simon.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Lillard fires away from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the wide open shot from Morris. Here's Green, out to Morris, and stolen by Lillard. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Kanter. Lillard against Morris. Here's Kanter. The Trailblazers rebound. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector. And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard looking around. Pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard. The tray. That shot off the mark. And the first half is now in the books. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 20 points, 3 assists. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the 5. The kick out to Porter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to McCollum. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's McCollum. Money from the wing.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Feeds to Gordon. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And here's McCollum for 3.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Murray, good.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Left side, Porter. Here's Jokic. Makes it off the glass. Jokic has got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Powell against Barton. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got his second basket. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Powell, that's good.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Porter passes to Gordon. It's stolen by Anthony. .102 left to play in the third. Fires from 18. And again, it's Portland converting.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Offensive rebound, Jokic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jokic has got 4 this quarter. 34 seconds left in the third. It's Powell on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, when the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
McCollum against Gordon. McCollum outside. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for it. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jones kicks to Lillard. Inside. They shoot again. Now the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Collins finds Hollis-Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And that's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Outside Gordon. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 23.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
Got that one up quick.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Murray against Jones. Right side, Collins. And it's sent back by Jokic. Murray dishes to Gordon. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in for Zach Collins. Simons surveying the D. Left side, Jones. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Morris against Lillard. Murray with it. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Nurkic. Millsap with the steal. Morris outside. The 3. Sinks the triple. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're up by 5. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Murray for three. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to McCollum. 1:19 left in the game. A three-pointer, no good. Porter with it. Now Covington defending. Barton wide open. He fires. And the three off target. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They lead by 7. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. The wide open look here for Anthony. And the three ball is good.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Murray for three. They get the rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that Jokic possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboard.
Now Lillard. And so it's Portland winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play.
A stunning view of the moon Now,
Kevin, thank you.
indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Man, sometimes there's dunks and then there's mean dunks. That was a mean dunk.
Lillard surveying the D. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Nurkic. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Dallas. Got a piece of it. Ahead. Here's Doncic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now, here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Richardson outside. Here's Porzingis. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Richardson against Lillard. Shoots the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Well, you're going to pay for a situation where you give Porzingis that kind of room and maybe that much of a lane. Good job exploiting it.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Jones.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Simons, and stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
In general, Porzingis' size is problematic. The D is not going to have any option but to foul him.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Richardson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Fernie Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Brunson. The shot missing. Good D by McCollum. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. To the inside. The shot's good from Kanter.
Well, this is the area where Kanter can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Now Powell after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. McCollum against Redick. They swipe it. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Brunson scanning the floor. And again, Dallas turns it over. So both teams making some changes here. "12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Simons. With 2 seconds left. No good on the layup. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Marjanovic is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
McCollum outside, shoots over Brunson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Marjanovic, no good. The Trailblazers shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. For the 3, with the putback, and Collins is right there. Collins has got his first 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Redick passes to Marjanovic. Back to Redick. There's the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 6. Powell, no one around him. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Lillard misses. Richardson with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's the step back. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Richardson.
D's got to pay better attention to Richardson, one of the better shooters on the roster. This time, he gets it done from the mid-range.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide-open look. No good on the 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And that one drops for him.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
Lillard against Brunson. Doesn't go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Now here's McCollum. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, Porzingis, the things we talk about is assertiveness, but that also comes with great stamina. Right now, he's determined.
Here's McCollum. Feeds it to Cantor.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Portland may have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Collins. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Now, here's Doncic. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Stolen by Cantor. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That's the kind of play where I feel like Josh Richardson's feeling more and more comfortable. Gets up big time.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Fires for 3. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Ahead by 9 is the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at the 4. Here's Jones. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Lillard with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 13.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jones kicks to Lillard. Down low, Nurkic the pass to Giles. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 8. Cauley-Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lillard dishes to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Doncic, bounce pass. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. No good there with the step-back J. Portland leading by 8. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Three-pointer. And it's Lillard missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Porzingis, that one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Jones against Richardson, and stolen by Richardson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You can't afford to leave your feet around Josh Richardson. Terrific at getting that guy up in the air and drawing the foul.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now, here's Cantor. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
A different look for Dallas. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Brunson against McCollum. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 now.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. The dish to Collins. McCollum left side. 5 to shoot. A rebound by Marjanovic.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
No good from Finney-Smith. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've led by as much as 10. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Powell finds Covington. Brunson against McCollum. Passes it to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 12 points for Enes Kanter.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Offline with his 3. No good that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Melly in at the power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here is Lillard after Tim Hardaway made that last 3-pointer. Lillard attacking. Nurkic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
You know, Nurkic has such a big, wide body. It's best if he uses it to help free up some guys on the screen.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zingas, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
To take the lead. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum. Now, here's Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson, no good. And he commits the intentional foul. Trailblazers leading by 4. Now here's Anthony. The pass to Giles. From the low block, and it's blocked. Another shot. They grab their own miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on J.J. Redick.
Well, the determination there by Nurkic pressures the D into getting a little bit too physical with him on that shot.
A different look for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Portland also making some changes. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Hardaway finds Redick. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. Pass to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. They get it again. Here's Powell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Mavericks trail by 3. Doncic outside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And they're running. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Now, here's Doncic. To the inside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Doncic against Lillard. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard with it, now guarded by Porzingis, and that one's good. Lillard.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
The 3 for Doncic. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Up again. Good.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard against Doncic. Hardaway for three. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Takes a three. Drills the three-pointer.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Out to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Now Lillard. So the Trailblazers win it. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. The view high above our broad. And nothing.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, the perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. Covington dishes to Jones. And the rejection by Zubac. One-on-one here. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives them an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. Down low, Nurkic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Jones. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. It's stolen by Jones. And now Portland on the break. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Jackson finds George. Good D by Covington.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Chalk up 2 there.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Jackson. Left side, Leonard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Lillard scanning the floor. Buries the long-range jumper.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Covington against George. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Jones.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Lillard. Over Rondo. Lillard misses.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Oh, Leonard in position. And stolen by Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good on the triple.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Enes Kanter.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Kennard in for George.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And it's Lillard missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Morris with the bucket.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Leonard with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. Kanter trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. Clippers leading by 7. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Clippers have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Rondo passes to Morris. Over Giles. Morris, no good.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Los Angeles on top. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate.
This game, it's a...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Rondo against McCollum. Zubac no good. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Clippers leading by 11. Morris into the lane. Here's Kennard. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. Guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Jackson against Lillard.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Ibaka outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
From the Republic of Congo, Serge Ibaka to Kembe Mutombo and Bismack Biyombo. A lot of big man talent.
Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Passes it to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's the break. Here's Kennard. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
The pass to Giles. Powell, no one around him. Portland again missing. Clippers leading by 17. Oh, Leonard in position.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Portland shooting their first free throw this game. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Covington finds Powell. Second chance shot. Covington's shot is off.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And George with the stuff.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Drops in the tray.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
George against Covington. Poked away. Covington with the steal. Powell for three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 12. And that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at power forward.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Damian Lillard. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 11. Powell for three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Zubac. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Giles. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Jackson dishes to George. That one goes in. George has got 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 10. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And here are the Trailblazers now. And the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. DeMarcus gets himself in position, times the block beautifully.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Cantor inside. He's guarded by Cousins. Pass to Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 14. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Patterson. Over Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Patterson welcomes contact inside. He's looking to get to the line down there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Damian Lillard's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Inside. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Kennard. It's Patterson atop the key. Cousins inside. He's against Cantor. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Cousins pulls it in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Kennard's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Passes it to Mann. Back to Beverly. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a deep 3 from Lillard. But they'll get another chance. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 14. Cousins inside. Defended by Jones.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard against Beverly. This one for 3. Cousins pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rebound by Anthony. Lillard fires away from way outside. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. Baca is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now Leonard. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's George. That shot off. Excellent D that time from Jones. Nobody near Lillard. And another three for Portland.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Leonard against Jones. And Leonard gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Outside, George. Lobs it up for Ibaka. No good there. And it's Portland the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Portland also making some changes. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. McCollum outside. There's the triple. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The three from George. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Trains the three-pointer.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Here's Ibaka. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. Shots good by Ibaka. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here's McCollum for three. The Trailblazers rebound. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. That's a 2 from Powell. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And that's an intentional foul. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Portland. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Kennard for three. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Man passes to Beverly. The feed to Ibaka. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Nurkic.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
And there's the pass to Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around. Kennard's shot is off.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And here's McCollum for three. On offense, here are the Clippers. They lead by 7. Man. Off target from outside. Lillard outside. Cranes it from downtown.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Now here's Anthony. Now here's Jones. 5 to shoot. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. And it's the Nuggets ball. Here's Gordon. Outside for Murray. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Murray with it. Lillard picks him up for three. There's Porter with the three. Portland grabs the miss. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones is running.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard from deep three-point land. Misses the three. Barton passes to Murray. Releases. And it's rebounded by Covington.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Lillard. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Over to the wing. Lets it go with the three. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard outside. From the arc. And it's Lillard again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And stolen by Gordon. Barton drives in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Gordon. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And here comes the break. Here's Jones. Finished off the break. Jones has got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
On the wing, Gordon. Murray dishes to Gordon. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Lillard against Murray. Lillard the pass to Jones. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Barton finds Jokic. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Murray, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You got to commend the unselfishness of Nurkic. I mean, a guy you can count on to share the rock.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Barton, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 6. Jones dishes to Anthony.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Pass to Green from downtown. That shot off. And McCollum puts up a deep three, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at point guard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hollis-Jefferson finds Powell. Over Morris. Kanter, great positioning on the putback.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Campazzo, he is guarded by McCollum. Campazzo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Powell for 3. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 10 on the wing. Morris. Collins grabs the miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
A 3 from McCollum. Goes back up. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Denver grabs the miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable. You have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And here's McCollum for 3. And got hung up on the dunk. Quite enough elevation there, I guess. Down low, stolen by Kanter. And now Portland on the break. Here's Collins. Drains it from 9 feet away. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Powell against Morris. Off target with his 3.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Here's McCollum. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kanter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Kanter's going to go after every rebound, and when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
And the wide open shot from Green. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Powell against Morris. Powell kicks to Collins. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. Rivers gets a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Portland leading by 13. Lobbed up there for Collins. And the pass to Kanter. McCollum outside. From outside the arc. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. A three from Morris, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got his first points of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 11. Jack, how do you think Portland played? And that'll...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Will Barton is out there with Murray. And there's Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Porter at small forward.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Nuggets trail by 12. Deep 2 from Murray. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Porter. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets. Jones, the pass to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Lillard against Murray. He kicks it to Porter. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Murray.
It's still early, but a 1 for 4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Gordon finds Porter. Baseline J on the way.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team. Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Wide open look here for Murray. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
For 3, Murray. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 6.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. On the wing, Porter. Off target from three-point range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
McCollum, no good.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. Over Murray. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
For three, Murray. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. McCollum against Murray. The feed to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Barton, wide open, he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Cantor kicks to McCollum. Fires the three. They get it back.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Basket good. Porter's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Collin passes to Cantor. 32 seconds left in the third. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Martin from outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's McCollum off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over it.
Barton in the corner. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
The shot by Powell, no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. From deep, the long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, the speed of Lillard, so masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
From deep, Green. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lillard looking around. Powell with it, picked up by Rivers. And it's Lillard missing. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. A 3 from Morris. No good, shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game for the Nuggets. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Green, and it's Will Barton in for Austin Rivers. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Such a wide open look. And that's now 6 points for Will Barton.
I don't know why they're giving him that shot. I mean, he can get it going from three-point range if you don't be careful.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Morris outside. Another three for Denver.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Lillard misses.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Trailblazers leading by 16. From deep three-point range, Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not shooting them well so far.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
.151 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's been a struggle for him this quarter, but he's not losing confidence. I mean, he keeps firing. Give him credit for that. You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Good on the triple. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Second shot opportunity, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Zach Collins checked in for Anthony, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Portland.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Bowles checked in, and McGee kicks to Bowl. Campazzo. And another miss by Denver. And here's Portland. The three from McCollum. Cans it from downtown. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Pass to Dozier. All sorts of time. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum outside. And another three for Portland.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Knocks down the three ball. Here's Kanter. No good.
Well, how about the defensive instincts of McGee? He's so impressive. He's gifted at positioning himself in.